I can't sit here and say that I'm not. I can't sit here and say I don't get jealous. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and be like I'm a fucking saint. I'm not none of those things.
Everyone has their own thing.
In
their
my
own
head,
vices.
I'm the dirtiest bastard out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I just, I struggle with certain things. In points when I should be trying to do better for people and myself, I find myself sinning again. And that's a lot of the things that I put into my writing, the way that I find myself repeating, doing the same thing, doing the same shit.
Yo, welcome back to Dreams of Kings and Queens, where we talk about the most interesting things. Today I have a special guest, a rapper here at the Enoch Pratt Library, the studio, Paris p44k. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself a little bit. Tell them about who you are.
I go by p44k. I'm an artist. I rap. I make music. I sing. All that. I draw too. I do a lot of things, but he know me as a rapper and stuff. Everybody here know me as a rapper, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I mean, I'm not gonna rap, but like that's what you probably want to hear about.
You might rap. Might try to get you to do a little freestyle, just so they can feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little beat on.
Maybe.
Cool with that? Maybe. Stay tuned and find out. See if that happens.
Hey.
But how old are you? What's your age?
17, maybe 18.
17, maybe 18.
Yeah.
Soon. What's your birthday?
April 1st.
April 1st. Coming up soon. I'm March 2nd personally.
Damn.
March 2nd.
Hey,
my shit coming out right now. It's right there. You feel me?
You ready 18?
Yeah.
Shorty.
You know what I'm saying? Some cool shit. Sure. But yeah, how long you been rapping though? You only 17, so you.
I've been rapping since I was 15.
15, like seriously, or like have you been rapping? Like I mean, writing songs, whatever.
I wrote
poetry.
My first rap when I was like 13, and then I've been doing poetry my whole life. So then when I turned 14, 15, I started getting poetry competitions.
Yeah. And
then like one dude, he go by Slimmy the Hippie. He was he said he might watch this. He was like, yo, you rapping? I was like, a little bit. He was like, yo, that poem you did, I can tell like you should really rap. So I'm like, all right. So I went home. I ain't rap. J. Cole dropped the album. I listened to that and then I wrote a rap. I'm like, yo, that was hard. I got to write something.
You said his name was what?
Slimmy the Hippie.
Slimmy the Hippie. So he's what got you into writing raps.
He's the one that put the idea into my brain. J. Cole is the one that really like made me like go do that. It was the off season. I finished the off season album. I was like, yo.
How old were you?
At that point I was 2021. I was probably 14.
14? Jesus. So you've been writing since 14.
And then
actually recording since
15. Yeah, 15. I put out my first project, Recluse, after a month of writing music. I wrote the whole thing in a month, got all the beats in like 2 weeks, wrote it in a month, and I produced one of them tracks on that called Fear by myself, 7-minute song.
A track on where?
On the Recluse. That's my first project.
On what?
It's I put out a project called the Recluse.
Recluse on what? Shout yourself out. Where?
Tell me where to find you. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't shout it out because I don't like the project. I would if I liked it. But it's still up. Y'all can go see it. I mean, look up P44K on YouTube, SoundCloud, soon to be on Apple Music and Spotify. So I put out some stuff I like. I just put out a song called Donna Bang Freestyle over Babyface Ray, like trap music. I ain't really the biggest trap fan personally, but I ain't gonna lie, I burnt that shit.
You went crazy?
I burnt that shit.
Some cool car shit.
You know I burnt that shit. You heard it?
It's when you was in there with Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Jay, by the way.
Hell yeah.
But so you got some new shit coming out right now. You working on a project or anything?
I'm working on a couple things. I don't want to say no names because the way this music thing goes, you might say a name and niggas might not work on that project. Just know that I will be releasing music.
Word. Check them out. P44K. What you said? Spotify,
YouTube, Apple Music, all that. Yeah, SoundCloud too.
All right. But I think, like, personally, I feel like people that got that music in them, like that that music in their soul, you know what I'm saying, in their bones, is down to their core. You started with it. Yeah. You've been, like, most people that is doing rap or whatever right now, they started as a kid with that energy, that feeling, like that, they writing out. So like does that match with your character at all?
I can't lie. I mean, damn. Me was
We gonna cut that out. We gonna cut that bitch out.
Damn. Let me get back my default.
For the hoes.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm saying.
So you know what I'm saying? Nah. Anyway though, I can't lie. Like I didn't really have that much of a affinity for music when I was young. My mom bought me a guitar for Christmas and shit when I was like 5. I didn't play.
But that's just on some like
I
didn't
didn't play shit. They would buy me instruments and drum sets and shit like that. I didn't really I didn't care though. I didn't play it. I didn't really start liking music until I was like 11. That's when I really actually started listening to music by myself because Eminem and shit. And he
that's controversial. A lot of people don't like Eminem music.
I don't know why.
He's hard. I like him.
I
like him. Yeah, Eminem.
Point blank period.
Word. Yeah. So like Eminem, who would you put like as your
top 5?
Yeah, not top 5, but like greatest impact on you.
Greatest impact on me.
Yeah, artists.
Andre 3000. J. Cole.
Okay.
Frank Ocean. Kendrick. This ain't in order. These are just people. Who can I say? Tyler the Creator.
Tyler. Eminem not on the list?
Nah.
Eminem.
I don't.
Eminem not on the list?
Yeah, no.
All right, so you would say their music has a reflection in yours at all? Okay, so they definitely inspired you.
A lot of people listen to my music and be like, yo, this shit remind me of so and so.
Yeah, definitely. Like personally, I make a lot of music. Check me out. I don't have any songs out, but check me out. Something soon.
He's hard.
Everyone definitely says like, not everyone, but is that Ray? Yeah. Most people when I show them like Love Story in the Wire, that's never coming out. Sorry.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's not my beat.
No,
yeah, so I can't. Somebody like maybe I can, but
like somebody put it out on YouTube.
Yeah, it's out on Spotify. Somebody released it, so I think it's theirs. I can still do it.
Yeah, you just
type it for it. It might come out soon, but like when they listen to that song, it's like, oh, this you're a J. Cole ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you're J. Cole. It's like I try to be different, but it's
See, go ahead.
It's hard when you compare so much. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I feel like the thing for me specifically, a lot of my creativity comes from the strive to be different. But the thing is, I don't like to think like that personally because to strive to be different, you ultimately become the same. I feel like the only way that you can be different is if you just different yourself.
Stay true.
Yeah, just stay true to yourself, and then eventually you're gonna weave in between the cracks and just become what you really are.
Yeah, different, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, right now, the stage you're at, you're still finding your you. You know what I'm saying? What makes you P44? What makes you 40?
I just did a track. I just did the I just did the Donner Bag shit. You know what I'm saying? I bet my next song ain't gonna sound shit like that. The next one after that probably ain't gonna sound shit like that. I just was rapping over Erykah Badu earlier.
Word, I seen him in that. It's how that song? What's that one song?
It's
what is
it?
Yeah, that song
crazy.
It's crazy that you rapping over that song. But that's weird with the rap stuff. Like you could hear any type of beat and think of something, get inspired. Like I was rapping over reggae music. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing reggae. It's okay. That's you know what I mean? It's there's a album out. It's Nas and Junior Gong, Damien.
Yeah,
that shit right there is what put me onto the reggae scene. Cause like I had no idea. I was just going down the path of like J. Cole. You got Kick Push. What's Lupe? Yes, that he different. I had a you should put him on the list. You ain't think of him.
I mean
he hard.
No, Lupe did. He definitely influenced me. I can't lie. Lupe definitely influenced me.
Yeah, it's a. I was going down that list. I seen Nas, and I'm always hearing Cole mention Nas. That's another thing. Like trying
to mimic somebody else. That's how everybody starts out in terms of music. I mean, everyone that I know.
Even if it's like not on purpose, it happens. Exactly, like that's what you listen to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like my first project, The Let Loose. I can't say that I was really rapping like too great. I wasn't. It was not good. I can't say it was good. But everyone that listened to it, they always be like, yo, this shit sound a lot like K-Dot, sound a lot like Cole. And I personally didn't hear it because I just felt my, squeaky ass voice. I just heard my squeaky ass voice rapping. But listening now, I'm like, yo, I definitely hear what you're talking about.
It's I don't think cadence is the word, but it's the way you do it, your delivery and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's circle back, right? I didn't really touch on your past. We in Baltimore. We're in Baltimore, like in the building. You feel me? But with growing up in Baltimore, man, there's struggle. Everyone has seen just a little bit, whether it's you or somebody that you know. You feel me? So like, what is it like growing up here? What can you say about your struggle or things you've been through?
Shit. I mean, I don't want to get into like too much of my struggle. I mean, we'd be here for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the way like everyone struggles. Everyone. Mm-hmm. My struggle personally started like I was man, I used to live on Lot Reven when I was younger. Mm. Right on the corner, Lot Reven. I forgot the name of that other street because I was young as hell. All I know is, we was out that bitch thugging, bro. Like we didn't have fuck the TV. TV wasn't even thing. Niggas wasn't. We had the TV, but we ain't had no fucking cable. And we didn't have no satellite, so we was in that bitch watching static. The water system ain't work, so if we wanted to use the bathroom, it was either you could go to our neighbor house or shit and pissing in bags. Mm. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit
that shit real?
I wouldn't say that shit. Mm. I mean that's just the shit that I come from. I mean, obviously life ain't like that wasn't my whole life. That's just a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm much better now, you know what I'm saying? It's still a struggle out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I live off of Bel Air now. It's a little hectic out there, even just trying to survive. I live off of Bel Air, and then when I'm over there with my father, I'm staying out innocent. But my father in jail now, he locked up, so I stay with my grandparents and shit. So, I mean,
it's a troubled past.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot that builds up with this shit.
Exactly. With my half of the prominent male figures in my life are in jail. Mm. So the only person that I really have to look up to is my father. Now that nigga in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's only person that I can really like look to for like guidance in some cases is the niggas around me. Mm-hmm. They ain't doing too well themselves, so it just ultimately falls back on me.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. But since your role models are, your role models are away, they're not in your life. Who do you look towards? Other than the people around you, do you like you said you're with your grandparents?
Yeah.
How do they play into your life?
As of right now, it's really kind of just me and girls. I can't even lie.
What you mean?
So I got my girlfriend. She I just want to see people doing better. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying. It's my mom, me, and my girlfriend, and my brother, of course. Little man out there. Yeah. I want to see people do better. I want to see them be able to have things that they want. My mother always complaining about money and shit. My girlfriend always complaining about money and shit. My brother, he don't really complain too much, but I can see that he's struggling. He don't really say too much.
I can't say. It's two things that tie into your story right now. What you're saying, one, that wanting things that you wanting to see other people do better, that comes from your struggle.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You were in it. You've seen what people are like when they don't have. You've seen what the struggle like, and you want to build them up. Because personally, like I also, I've come from that situation. I'm not going to touch on it too much, but that's the reason I want to bring everybody with me. And two, your brother, when you see that he's putting on this character, maybe that's important, because once you've been through struggle and you've probably been that person that put that character on, you can see it in other people.
See, with my brother, it's a bit different. He he has. I'm not gonna say he has everything he wants. He doesn't. But a lot of his struggle comes from the things that he thinks. Same as me. But the thing is, I've for me, I struggle with depression here and there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody does, but like
for sure.
Yeah. And the way I've learned to deal with that is music. When I first really started rapping, I was at a dark place, and I just started writing out my thoughts on pad. I always wrote. That's one thing I want to make clear. I always wrote, even if it wasn't music. I would write essays, poems.
Poetry is healing. Poetry is
essays, all that. I wrote essays about like the way I was thinking, shit like that. That shit was, and so my brother, I don't really see him having an outlet like that. You know, he just play the game. You know, he comes in, talks to girls and shit. That shit really ain't gonna help him too much. I just feel like
that shit fuck around add to it.
That shit, that for sure. I ain't gonna get into his situation because that's his business. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you need something.
Yeah,
you need something to.
You need your outlet.
Yeah, it won't pull you out. Nothing can pull you out but yourself.
It can help you.
It can help you though.
Yeah, that's important.
It can give you a light. It can guide you to the right path.
Yeah, because once you start doing stuff like that, once you start having that outlet, you can let some of that anger go or let some of that sadness go so that you can get into it. Like what you said, how you are doing the rap thing, it helps you let it go, not let it go, but you know, ease it a little bit so you can focus on what you need to do.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what does that look like for you? Like what is it that you feel like not is your duty, but like you have that outlet, you feel like it eased it a little bit. I don't want to say eased it, but outlet. What does that need to do something feel like? Like you said, you want to help people, but like, where do you want to take that? Like, what do you want to do for them?
In terms of like my family or music in general.
Your family.
My family.
Trying to get them out the struggle and all that.
I mean, you had all the rappers telling me, I touched my first M Street, gave it to my mom, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I feel like that's not going to be me. Personally. Okay. I'm not going to give my mother $1 million as soon as I get it. But I'm going to ask her what it is that she needs so I can get her out of the situation that she's in. So that way I can stack that fucking money I got and then be able to provide for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to be able. I'm not a provider. I can't say I'm not. You know, maybe because I'm a teenager or some shit. I just don't feel like I got that provider rule in me yet. But I definitely can fucking help a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to like just get out of help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put you in a position to where you can help yourself. Same way that you do. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to just like my brother. If he need a couple dollars to get from point A to point B, so he can you know, get a job, you know, or some shit like that. Of course.
So it's generosity.
It's not generosity, or sometimes it is, but it's not really generosity. It's the want to have. It's the want to see someone do better for themselves. That's really what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I really get happy when I hear people going out to job interviews, people, you know, getting grants for money, people getting scholarships, acceptances to college, you know, shit like that. When I heard you got like 500 views or some shit on your first video, I'm in that bitch.
That's like a blessing.
I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. I was in that bitch tweaking, bro. I'm like, damn.
First video dropped 500 some views.
Like, that shit like that make me happy.
And you like seeing other people succeed.
I do.
That's a great person to be around. I need you around me more. I ain't gonna lie, because you need people when you trying to do something. You need people like yourself around you so they can keep you going. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. The only thing is, it's a lot of hatred in this world. And I find myself the same as others slipping into that hatred.
In what ways?
I can't sit here and say that I'm not. I can't sit here and say I don't get jealous. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and be like I'm a fucking saint. I'm not none of those things.
Everyone has their own thing.
In my head, I'm the dirtiest bastard out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I just, you know, I struggle with certain things. In points when I should be trying to do better for people and myself, I find myself sinning again. And that's a lot of the things that I put into my writing, the way that I find myself repeating, doing the same thing, doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you said you were writing essays at first, right? Those essays were probably about, you probably have a couple of essays that was about that thing, like where you're repeating, you're sinning. So so that does reflect in your music. You can see.
It does. Yeah, I literally got a song called "Same Thing." Yeah, I start the song like a lot of writing pieces.
This is the creative process.
Yeah.
All right, come on, put a song. Put a song.
I start my song the way I start essays, kind of thing. So it's like you start like with the main what's it called? A universal truth.
Okay.
So
what's that?
A universal truth is
So like theme?
Nah, a universal truth is something that is true.
To everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So you like something like, all right, let's say I'm
like
writing
water is water.
Yeah. Let's say I'm writing an essay about water. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start some shit like the earth has had water for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some shit like that.
All right.
Yeah. And then
so can you give me an example from something that you already have?
Yeah. on same thing. Oh, you wanted from an essay or a song?
The song.
Okay, so from same thing, I started off by literally getting into like what I was doing at the moment. I got the idea for the song as I was working out. So I said, same number of push-ups, same sit-ups, need to get up, text the same girl today.
Hold on, say it. Run it back.
Same number of push-ups, same sit-ups, need to get up, the same girl today. You can move on, nigga, let up. It's a repeat today. Same stuff like a hiccup, just a product of what I picked up, like trying to get up all these hits, bro. You know, that's a cycle for me. The cycle is I find myself doing the same reps, going back to the same girl. Like, you know, I was just telling you about that shit earlier.
Yeah.
And then I found myself just seeking validation in them hits. I want all my songs to really fucking rock. So I find myself slipping away from that authenticity of myself by doing songs that don't really relate to me. They write about things that don't really have shit to do with me in certain cases.
And that, why do you feel like those songs might do better?
Because I see everybody else doing that shit. You know,
it's the popularity.
It's that popularity.
It's what's on, what's hot.
Jealousy. You know what I'm saying? I got like I know a nigga that's damn near my same age. He dropped out. He put out some songs, and I'm not gonna say he got hella recognition for him, but I see on his Instagram he got like anywhere from 500 to 2,000 views on his shit, couple hundred likes. And you know, and the thing is, I see shit like that. I'm thinking, damn, I need to be here. I barely put out fucking content in the first place.
Yeah.
So I can't be jealous or mad about a nigga doing his thing when I'm doing my shit in secrecy. I got about like 100 songs back in the studio.
So does that keep you going? Like when you look at him, like you see him, is that jealousy, or is that like a drive?
It's both. It's both. I feel like the jealousy comes in the fact where I'm like, damn, I need that, and then the drive is like, I'm gonna get that, and that's immediately I get the writing, get the producing, get the just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Practicing.
So what steps have you taken to, like you said, you don't put out content, right? What steps have you taken towards trying to do better at that?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know what I've been doing on a low key tip. I ain't gonna say that because I don't want people to know what I'm doing. I want that shit to be.
I think you should.
No. The thing is,
you still building?
No, it's not that I'm still building it. I don't want niggas to know that I'm the face behind that.
Word. Okay.
Like the way
I get it. It's like Nike. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's that big business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna be the big one. So, but for myself and for my music, I put out that freestyle. So I did it in the studio. I did the whole thing in a day, and then I mixed and mastered it in about like 2 days. So I'm like, all right, I'm just throw it up there. I mean, I know it's not my best work, but it's something. People want to hear it. People want to get it. People going to rock with it. And you know what I'm saying? I put it out. Niggas was bumping my shit in class. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. It didn't get, you know, the hundreds of views. It didn't get the thousands of likes. But I got that shit to where I was like, yo, this shit hard, bro. The fire emojis, all that shit. So I'm like, that's right there. That's what's going to keep me going in order to keep doing that shit. The only thing is I just got to get more consistent because I know that I can do this shit. Niggas around me know that I can do this shit. I get in this studio, I prove that shit every fucking day. It's just a matter of doing that shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of power in what you just said. How you seen people rock me and shit in class and all that. That's a different type of feeling. I know you felt amazing.
I didn't see it. I was walking past. It was like, yo, this girl was like, yo, they was playing your shit in class. I'm like, yo, for real? I'm like, damn, what? She's like, yeah, I'm over there. I walked past and niggas, they like, I was like, yo, y'all was playing my song. Like, hell yeah. I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a blessing for real. The music shit, right? You said you want to do it to where like you're true to you, right? Like you aren't fronting, you aren't faking. What message are you trying to convey through all of that? Like, are you trying to put toward a message? Are you trying to solve world peace? Like, what's the thing?
I can say with like my whole heart when I first started rapping, I wanted to rap to like save lives, to save myself.
All right, say more on that.
Yes, you know, when I was 15, I was depressed. I was very, very fucking depressed. And I seen how I seen other people around me struggling. And I was like, the way I looked at it, I was like, if I can create something that can uplift me, it can uplift others. And my thing is, if I can uplift others, eventually I can find a way to weed through the cracks and get into everybody, so they can start, feeling good. I can put shit into my lyrics and into my words that is gonna resonate with people on some Martin Luther King shit.
Yeah.
I've always thought I would be a good public speaker, but I'm like, what I like just talking to a bunch of people. I like, what I'm saying? I like embracing this. I like hard hitting shit. When I was 15, I started doing rap. And then, but then eventually, I kind of grew away from that. As of right now, I'm doing more like rhythmic shit. Larry, he called me an R&B rapper the other day. I was like, shit. I ain't never hear that.
I mean, but if it worked out though, that's really important. I think. Yeah.
But
taking it right. Go ahead.
I gotta say, as of recently, I've stepped away from the saving the world aspect of rapping. Now, the only reason because of that is it's impossible. You can't save the world.
For sure.
But you can help the world. You know what I'm saying? So the theme of my music is really just that raw honesty that comes from the human experience. You know what I'm saying? I live my life. This is me. This is who Paris Washington is. This is who P44k is. When you listen to my music, I want you to be like, yo, he feels this way about this. He does this when it comes to this. He does that. What do I do? You know what I'm saying? It makes you question yourself. I rap about a lot of relationships because that's a lot of what I think about. Yeah, you can see what I think about in my songs, the same as a lot of other rappers. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to express the depth of my mind in my music.
The depth or death?
The depth.
Okay, depth. Yeah, I think that's beautiful. Personally, like I think that is the best way to make music. Talk about what's real and try to connect with others. And I think the path you're taking, like you said, you wanted to be a public speaker, but you didn't, or like you knew you could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my fault. My first passion, like the first I say like, like what you want to do when you older, shit like that. First thing I ever said was a preacher. I don't know where that came from. Bro, that's what I said.
It's because people like us, I'm gonna relate to you in one way. People like us, when we both came from struggle, right? You don't know much of mine, but from what I've heard of yours, we come from the same place. You know what I'm saying? It's just different levels to this shit. And when you've been through that and you've seen the struggle, but you've also seen what it could be. Exactly. You start to you get passionate about it. Like you wanna listen. We aren't doing you know what I'm saying? You get that Martin Luther King fire. That's why, like you said, Martin King. You know what I'm saying? Because he had that fire where it's like, I want to make change. I have a dream. Let's do this shit. So, but I think that also connects to your helping thing, trying to bring people up. You know what I'm saying? So, in what ways have you personally taken action towards trying to help someone other than
family?
You know what I'm saying? Have you taken somebody and been like, yo, listen, I understand it's hard, or you could, but you got to try to do this,
Yeah, the thing is, I remember someone else said this a little while ago that they're a bit anxious. They had anxiety and shit. I also struggle from anxiety, but I've been trying to break out of that by just talking to random people and shit like that. So as of recently, in the past couple of years, once I realized that my voice has I can use my voice and my words to touch people.
Pause.
Double dab.
Pause.
Nah, but once I realized that, I kind of just started having conversations with people. That's a homeless person and people in the studio and shit like that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, every day I'm out on a fucking corner, I'm talking to homeless people, hearing about their life story. I'm not doing shit like that. It's just I'm on a bus, I'm walking home. The other day I was it was like 8:00. I'm getting out of the studio, and I get on the pink going over there to my house, and damn, I said what bus I got on. I get on the bus going home and shit, and there was this dude. It was a homeless couple, and the nigga, it was a white dude. He was tweaking. He was tweaking, and he was he was trying to sell these video games to GameStop. So you ever sold a game to GameStop?
Yeah, you don't get nothing from that.
You don't get shit, bro.
You don't get nothing. Nada.
At the fuck all. So,
2 cents.
Yeah. So and what makes it worse is he's telling me this, and I'm like, all right, what games you got? This nigga opened the bag. He has Nintendo 64 cartridges, bro. I'm like, bro, that's like 20 years old, my guy.
Oh, so it's value to those?
There's a lot of value to that in the right place. This nigga's going to GameStop. GameStop don't sell that shit no more. The most they can do with that is like tell you to go to another place. So immediately I'm like, bro, don't go over there. They're not gonna buy it. He's like, bro, I think he was tweaking or some shit. He's like, bro, we already talked to him. They said they're gonna take it from us. All we gotta do is come up there. So I'm like, hey, that's some hard shit right there. Next thing I know, he calling up the GameStop and they told him exactly what I just told him. So I put him on to take it to the place of region. And
so what's at a pawn shop or something?
It's basically a pawn shop for video game and antique items, like electronics of that nature and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so like shit like that is kind of.
So is that like that's like a motivator for you to put that message in your music?
I mean, yeah, from that specific example, I don't really have a message exactly. It's just like a part of the human experience. Now, like, I could just tell that story in a song, but the question is, what's the point? I already said it here. I can say it again. So my problem with music sometimes, my specific problem is the human experience is specific to me. So I know like what I want to hear. And sometimes I'm thinking like, damn, should I tell this story about the homeless nigga I met on the bus and how he didn't get what he wanted, how he didn't get no money that day? So I'm like, that it doesn't really have an impact on the fact of homelessness. It's not going to cure homelessness or nothing like that. It's just an anecdote. It's just what happened. So I'm like,
what did you take from that story?
What I took from it was that number one, I gotta be on my P's and Q's about knowing how to spend money. That was my first thought. Honestly, I was thinking I can't be in that situation again. I can never be there. My second thought was, how did it get like that? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to understand. I wanted to ask, how did he get there? How did because it was, like I said, it was him and his wife, and they were arguing on the bus and shit. They were, I guess they ain't eaten in a while. They had food though. They say he wasn't eating and shit. And I was just wondering, like, dang, how did they get there? And, I didn't want to ask them because I feel like it ain't my job necessarily, and
it's not your business.
It's not my business. Yeah, like me asking that question ain't gonna help them get out of that shit. I'm 17. I barely got $2,000 myself.
Yeah,
I ain't really nothing I can do for you except just sit and listen.
Man, through music is hard. Music is hard. You got a lot of moments where it's like, what the fuck? Have you ever had like a dry route, like where you couldn't, you just couldn't write something? It's always something. Okay.
Of course.
So right, what are some struggles that come with the music thing, trying to make a good song? Like you posting, but you're not getting views. How do you get through that? Like what's all this?
So posting, not getting views. That's for me, it's almost evident because I barely post enough, and I don't really have that big enough of a following to do some shit like that.
Excuse me.
The bigger artists like Cardi, for example, he can go years without dropping. Kendrick can go years without dropping. That's because they built their fan base up so big that they gonna wait 10 years for that nigga to drop. Me, I ain't really build up shit for nobody. It's just like niggas around me and niggas around like the city low key know that I can rap. So eventually when I drop that song, it's either they might listen or they be like, I don't really need that shit. So for me, I just gotta get more consistent. That's how I deal with you maintaining views. But after that, once I'm consistent, I'm still not seeing a lot of traction. It becomes something else. That's when you gotta start looking into other shit. But with music, that the first question, man, it's like the dry route. Just live life. That's what
you just take a step back.
Just take a step back. Just live your life. And eventually some shit gonna happen and some shit just gonna set off in your mind. You're like, yo, I gotta go crazy. I'm just gonna start rapping. Like I feel like the longest I went without writing a song or a verse or a beat or anything like that was probably like maybe like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it feels like a while. Like I'm in that 2 week period. I was thinking like, damn, I ain't do shit in a minute, and then it hit me. I started rapping, and I realized, damn, it wasn't actually. I went back to my notes. I'm like, damn, it wasn't that long ago. It felt that way.
So in these dry routes, I feel like it's important for you to also just continue to try regardless.
Exactly.
Like you can't just let it go.
For real. I'm glad that you said that because I was not even thinking about that. One thing that's gonna get you through them dry routes specifically is forcing yourself to write. That's why I'm doing this shit called practice. You heard I was rapping over the Erica Badu shit, and I don't have a dry route right now. I'm pretty into it. I'm pretty into it. It's just the fact that I know when I'm out of it, one of these niggas might want to feature, or Jay might come to me with a beat, and I gotta rap over that shit, but I'm not in the mood to rap.
And then another thing is like, this is for all the young artists too that may be watching, but with that being out of it, that dry route, if you're on the come up right now, like you said you are, you don't have time to be in that dry route. You cannot take a break. You can't take a break. You gotta put your shit out every day, let them know who you are, and keep going, like regardless.
So, like, whenever you get that feeling of you're not trying to rap, you're not trying to sing, you're not trying to make a beat, my best advice is just do it.
Yeah, say fuck that. Don't listen to that little voice in your head. That
or at least if you're not gonna record a song that day, or if you're not gonna write a verse, do the 7-minute drills. If you rap, do a 7-minute.
What's a 7-minute drill?
7-minute drill. That's some shit that J. Cole was talking about. Basically, you just
put
set
me
a
on.
timer for 7 minutes, rap. The whole 7 minutes, just write. However far you get, make sure you get free the next day. And eventually, you do that shit every day. You write your 16s like these. I was real on that. I'm on and off with it. I gotta get real on that shit every day. My plan is that like every Friday or every Sunday, eventually I'm gonna start doing like freestyle Fridays or some shit where I'm gonna just drop I'm gonna rap the shit that I did for that 7-minute drill that day on TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah, that would build your consistency too, as well as like building yourself up. But yeah, I low-key want to touch on that. Like, what have you done to help you improve, like consciously? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was talking to Peter Bell. We gonna get him on for an interview. Peter, what does he call himself?
I don't know who you talking about.
Peter, the big guy with the deep voice.
Hood on.
Yeah, he usually got his hood on.
He be a journey race.
Yeah, his name Prince Key. His rap name Prince Key. Yeah. He was telling me a drill you could do. I don't know if you want to try this at home. If you got some clean pens or straws or whatever, you stick a pen in your mouth. His vocal coach told him this. Like he was in a choir or something. You stick a pen in your mouth like this, hold it with your lips, and you rap until you can rap it clearly. You know what I'm saying? So like, have you ever done anything like that to improve yourself?
I run track, so for performing, I mean this is for performing and for recording. Just rap while you run. So you know what I'm saying? Like if you sprinting, that's a bit harder, but you can still do it. It's still possible. But especially like when I'm long runs, like you running like miles and shit. Just rap your song, rap somebody else's song that you know is fast. Like try that. Like you ever listen to DNA by Kendrick and try to rap the whole song while you're running? You might die.
Nah, never.
You might die.
I honestly ever since I heard y'all talking about this, because I've heard it. I've been trying it. That it is hard. Yeah, so I know it works. Yeah. Everything that's hard, works.
I still can't do it perfectly. I run track, but I can do it. But like it's not gonna. The thing is, I feel like I don't know if you can get to a point with that specific drill to where it sounds perfect because
you gotta breathe.
No matter how like hard you try, you can't not get tired. So your voice is still gonna sound like I can't. It's gonna sound like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can get to a point where it's gonna sound perfect. But if you're doing it when you're just rapping regularly, you'll have a much broader time to say words and get syllables out than the shorter one that you do. It's like this is building stamina. That's exactly what it is.
It's building your lungs because everything on your body is a muscle. There's I don't know if that's true. Your lungs is a muscle. I'm gonna say your lungs is a muscle. I'm gonna fix it. Don't try to fact check it. Your lungs is a muscle. So like you doing that drill is just helping you be able to, like you said, rap faster, rap longer, or you can get more. What did you say? Syllables out?
Yeah, get more syllables out. So like sometimes you might only have 10 bars on your paper, but your beat is moving so fast that you have to rap fast, even with those 10 bars.
Like you gotta speed it up. But shit. You said something about shows. Oh, so you're doing it for your shows. Like if you were to do a show, but have you done a show? You've done a show?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, nothing big.
Like not. It wasn't like for. Was it for you? You set it up for yourself?
I haven't done shit.
It was like open mic or something.
Nah. So I think I've had one. Actually, all right. My first ever show was with Lydell. It was he had me do his event at GitHub, I think it was. Was it GitHub? I don't know. It was somewhere. It was only like 14 people there. And I did 2 songs, and that was that. But he had me listed like as the performer on there. So it said at the time my rap name was Santana. So it said whatever the event was, Santana, performing artist Santana. So then after that, I did another one. I did a festival with him and Jeremiah. And that's the
Just the Truth to Power stuff?
Yeah, the Truth to Power.
Shout out Truth to Power, man. It's a beautiful program.
T2P.
Yeah.
And then I did that one. That was the festival with the Baltimore Rhythm Festival. That's what I did, and it's literally down the street. We had a stage, we got pictures and all that shit. That one we had to sign up in advance to get on that stage and shit.
That's what's up. So it was like something like
it was like there. It was like still was like you might have had 30. The most amount of people that was right there at one time was probably 50. But like it was teetering from 50 to about 20 people right there.
Did you get anybody like after like
we got some shit like that. Yeah.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie, that's a dope experience. That sounds like a blessing because most artists they're too shy, too afraid to like either even go to an open mic. You're working on a different craft at this moment. Because for rapping and freestyling is two completely different things. It's very different.
Crafts. Like right now I'm working on projects. So I'm trying to lean less towards freestyling and more towards thought. With freestyling, there is thought there. Definitely, like you gotta land on shit, get to your point, make your point. And that's what I like about freestyling. But like with writing, it's more controlled.
So transitioning from that freestyle or to writing thing, how do you is it hard? It's
a bit
tough?
hard. It's a bit hard because like when you're teetering between both, you become a bit rusty at both. Like I'm rusty as shit at freestyling. You gotta pick one. And then once you get rusty as shit at freestyling because you're trying to write, but your writing is also rusty because you're freestyling for so long. So you just stick to one for a bit, and then like once you just switch.
Do you think it's a right one to choose, like a better path? Because I'm not gonna lie, personally, like seeing freestyles online is way cooler than seeing like somebody like that set up their song. Because like they'll be on that bit. And it's coming from the top of their head, and it's like it's tough. Like, damn, he's spitting. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna answer that question. Here's what I'm going to do. Look at an artist like all right, take me freestyling right now.
Go ahead, spit something.
All right, yeah.
I ain't got a beat. I can't make a beat.
I'm gonna just bags and bags, raising bitches, tagging bitches, walking the stew with my mans Miguel. Everybody wanna come around raising hell. Fuck you talking about, yeah, we the rug the bells, new school, take your ass to fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? I fell off.
Fell off. I can't do that shit.
That shit, I fell off.
I can't do that shit.
Look at a Kendrick Lamar song. He writes the entire thing, and that shit never falls off syncopation.
It falls off what?
It's like rhythm. Never falls off.
Okay, falls off. Beat. You got a wide vocabulary. You should fuck around and do the public speaker shit. You might do better than me.
That's why I started. Right? I'm a writer at heart. I love writing. So I mean, I didn't want to answer the question because I was going to say writing, but I can't say that because it's not really true for everybody.
Yeah, so you got to look inside yourself and see what works. Let's touch on the school shit. You know what I'm saying? You are, like you said, it's only you. You said it, towards the beginning. Yeah. It's really only you. That's how you feel. That's what it really is. So I know you're a student, right? And you want to go to college. And it's a lot that you want to do with your life. Yeah. And I know it adds stress. It adds this anxiety to you. So what's it like trying to manage, like, you got school, you got trying to rap, You got trying to build yourself up. You're trying to do this little thing on the side that we all see, but you don't want people to know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what's all that? What's all that shit like?
The thing is, I said it was all me in the beginning. That's true, but the thing is, it's also not true. You know, I got my new fantasy, Jeremiah.
Word. Shout out yourself. Y'all got any pages or
You know what I'm saying? We don't have an Instagram page. I've been telling this nigga we need to make an Instagram page for the longest. The thing is, we gonna get one. Anyway, a lot of my shit as of recently has been either me rapping myself or getting a beat from Jay. He coming at me like, bro, you need to do this one on this. You need to do this like this. How you feeling about this one? And the thing is, with this college journey, you know, I'm at my last year of schooling, of actual schooling. Once you know, after this is higher learning or it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, but
trade school or whatever.
That's how I'm looking at it. For me, it's higher learning or nothing, or this. It's higher learning or this. But my mind is, why not do both? That's the way I'm looking at it. I can still rap in college.
I'm not gonna lie. Some people say like trying to. I've heard this like from genuine people. Trying to do business while rapping is the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to put yourself either fully into one, and I don't think that's true. Like I think that's dumb. Personally, like that's gonna cause some like controversial shit. But like seriously, like you don't have to put all your what's the saying? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't do that. Like that shit is so real. If you know that you have enough effort to do both, like it just causes it's just more. You just got to do more, and everything that in life that's hard is gonna give some good results.
Yeah, I feel like with balance, what you were saying, like balancing and shit. Like I want to do that in college. Like I was saying, I want to do that and shit. And
is it gonna change at all in college?
I know this. I'm right now. I'm at a weird place in my life. Honestly, like it's very odd for me right now because I want to build a big ass catalog. So when I'm in college, when I first get there, I don't have to worry about making music and trying to do studying and grades and shit. I just want to be able to just release music. But the thing is, I'm also learning music myself. Like I'm trying to break out of the depending on a producer or a musician to make the song for me. I'm trying to learn how to play piano or guitar and all that shit myself. I'm trying to study music theory. So I can, but I'm doing both. But I want to like you were saying, I want to put all my eggs in one basket and either just completely study music theory until I get to college or completely just make a bunch of songs that I can release.
Yeah, because low key that ties back to that teetering thing.
Yeah,
like when you said you're teetering, so you're gonna lose either something in this or
yeah. Like today after this, I plan on going home and studying some more music theory. But I mean, that's the plan. Will it happen? Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance game.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I think we touched on a lot.
Yeah,
I think we might be wrapping up right here.
That's up to you.
All right, so I like to do a little something at the end of every single video. You know what I'm saying? What's one piece of advice you would give to, it could be artists out there, it could be just people struggling, people that's up top. You know, what would you give to anybody that might be watching, try to touch their soul with your words? You know what I'm saying?
Be honest with yourself.
Yeah. Talk to them.
Be honest with yourself. The thing is, I feel like we all a little bit what's that word that all the girls be saying? Delusional. We all a little bit delusional when it comes to ourselves. But don't be a harsh critic on yourself. Just look at it and look at you with what you are, you know what I'm saying? If you run track and you slow, you get fast, you know what I'm saying? If you run track and you're slow, you can look at your teammates and you can look at the races you run, like, yo, I'm running kind of slow, I need to pick it up. If you rapping and you know you off beat, it's not like you can tell your homeboys, yo, I am on beat, you just don't hear it. That shit don't make sense, nigga. Rap on beat, just get better. You gotta be able to be honest with yourself and others to the point where you can do better for yourself and them. Yeah.
Word. Thank you, P44. Shout yourself out. Get your socials out there. Whatever you got to say.
P44k on Instagram. I'm P44RI, and on TikTok and everything else is P44k. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me.
Check him out. And make sure
best artist of all time.
Y'all look out for him, but also make sure y'all watching the Afro, man. Watch the Afro Kid. Let me get it for one time. Watch, hit that hoe. No, you.
Oh,
let me see your imaginary fro. Let me see what you got. How big is your fro? What's your fro looking
My
like?
shit probably like right here, right now.
Nah, in your head. What you think it look like? Yeah.
My shit like these.
Yeah, I'm saying. What's up?
Like
So,
hell yeah.
all right, for sure, man.